and welcome back to my Christmas home tour. The last video left off on my entryway. Right off my entryway is a set of French doors, and these beautiful French doors lead right into my family room. Now my family room isn't used too often anymore because it's just my husband and I, and we spend most of our time in the living room or dining room. But it is used when we have company because, as you can tell, it's quite large. Right now I'm standing right at the front doors, the French doors, and I'm just going to scan around. See a little love seat there, and our entertainment center draped in pretty garland, and there's a family tree, and a big sofa on the far wall, and then a comfy, casual chaise lounge sofa over here, and then it ends back with another little seating area and the French doors again. If I span back, I'll show you the entryway, which was the last video. There's Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus right there, and there's the old part of the house with the dining room. All right, I'm going to turn around again, and we're going to walk towards the entertainment center. Now this entertainment center garland is my husband's absolute favorite. He gets so excited every year when I start to decorate the entertainment center. He absolutely loves the way I do it. But I hate decorating the entertainment center. It's just the hardest thing that I have to do out of all the Christmas decorating that I do. And the reason is because there's absolutely no place to hook the garland to. And it constantly falls down, and it's just so awkward and so difficult. But this year I actually started to pound nails into the entertainment center, and I just kind of took little tiny finishing nails and put them where you couldn't see them on the inside, and then I hooked wire into the garland. But let me tell you, my husband was really nervous about that. When I pulled out that hammer nails and I started hammering, he came running to see what I was doing. So ladies, if you ever want to get your husband's attention, the quickest way I know how is to just pull out a hammer nails and start hammering away. They'll come running quickly, I can guarantee it. Well, to make a long story short, he put the nails in a more strategic spot where it wouldn't hurt the entertainment center, and he agreed that I needed the nails in there to hold it up. But anyway, all I do is I put the garland on top of the entertainment center and wire it in, and then I just fill it with, you know, beautiful red sparkly poinsettias and strands of gold beads and pretty gold leaf florals, and I'll add some berries and some pine cones and, you know, pretty gold bulbs. I use a lot of florals in my decorating. I feel like it gives it the biggest wow impact, and I also think it's the most inexpensive thing to use, especially if you buy them after Christmas when they're all on sale. And this here is just a pretty, very heavy glass bulb that I actually bought for my daughter for Christmas many years ago. She still hasn't taken possession of all her Christmas ornaments because she just lives in a tiny apartment. But someday when she gets her own home, you know, she'll get all these things for her house. And then right below the top of the entertainment center, there's this little shelf that houses the DVR or satellite receiver, and so I just cover that with just a little bit of garland too to make it, you know, not so obvious. But anyway, if, you know, you fill with flowers that you bought on clearance, you know, just, you might think, oh, there's not enough left. Well, just buy whatever. Buy a lot of one color. Like if there's a lot of golds, just buy a ton of gold, and buy a ton of red if that's what's left. And you'll find that it'll go with anything. You don't need a whole lot of one item. As long as everything's the same color, it'll match. All right, so then right down next to the entertainment center is our family room tree. And I'll back up a little bit first so you can see the whole thing. And now I'm going to zoom in. And again, I just filled the tree with pretty ribbons and lots of different kinds of ribbons, not just one kind. Like there's a sheer ribbon with a bow on top, and then there's a solid ribbon here, and then a different kind of ribbon wraps around the tree. But they're all different, but they're all gold again. The tree colors are red and gold, and there's a funny story about those too. I couldn't find my Christmas ornaments this year. I dug in every single box and every single closet, and they were nowhere to be found. And I finally realized that the reason I couldn't find them was because they were hanging on my church's Christmas tree. They weren't supposed to be donated to the church, but somehow they got mixed in with other things that I donated. And at first I was like, oh no, what do I decorate my tree with now? And my husband said, well, they're the church's decorations now, so go buy yourself some new ones. But I just finally said, no, you know, I've got so much Christmas, I'm just going to work with what I have. And all I did was I grabbed everything, red and gold, I could find. Again, just like the garland, if everything's the same color, you can mix and match and you'll still have a beautiful result. And you know what? This turned out to be my absolute favorite tree. I love the colors. I love the birds. These are real pretty sequined birds I picked up at Walmart for probably $1 a piece after Christmas was over. You got beautiful feathered tails and sequined bodies. I put pine cones in here that I just found in my own yard, and I just threw glitter on them. There's lots of, again, red poinsettias and old red and gold Christmas bulbs and red icicles. I even got many different kinds of bead garland. Like here's a real chunky bead garland because I only had 2 of the chunky kind, but then I had lots of this cheaper, smaller, thinner bead garland that I threw in and filled. So it's really a hodgepodge of red and gold items, and it just turned out gorgeous. And then on the bottom, I just wrapped the tree base with tons and tons of sparkly gold tulle. I just love that look so much better than a tree skirt. It looks so rich and luxurious. Alright, so now I'm going to back up again so you can see the tree far away. And then this is the back wall of my family room. And then over here I have a little end table. Now when I decorate for Christmas, I usually don't remove the items that are there all year long. And I just take a piece of greenery and I'll wrap it. I'll place it on the table and just wrap it around the items that are already there. And then I just add a few fun pics. So these are just pictures of me and my family. And then I have a little coaster here that is filled with the cutest little paper coasters. So when company comes, they have something to put their drink on. Alright, and then finally, the last thing I do is I put garland on top of my banister. And I'm going to just give you a sneak peek of the other side of the wall. It's a short wall. It comes up to probably my waist. And then underneath is the sunroom. And we'll be going down there in the next video, so I don't want to show you too much. And the family room, you know, has that sunroom lookout. But anyway, I like to keep something on the banister because it can be seen from both the sunroom and the family room. And I just laid some snowy garland down, and then I added white lights. And I see how it goes all the way down the banister. And then I covered it, just put a few red poinsettias in there with some pine cones. And I did use a snowy garland, which I normally hang outside, but I liked it because it was so lush and full. And so when I brought it in, I didn't realize that I would have a nice snowy mess all over the house. And it's impossible to clean up because when you try to brush it off, all it does is, drop more off. And so I thought, I'll just leave it. It just looks like it snowed in the house then. Add some more festive cheer. All right, now I'm going to walk back down to where I came in, and you can see there's the entrance to the old house back there by the brick wall, and you can see the other tree. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is the other end table that has, again, just the garland wrapped around the pretty frames and pictures of me and my family. And then sitting on this table, I have a cute little wooden box that's shaped like a Christmas tree that my friend gave me years ago. All right, that's it. That's my family room. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in a little bit with my sunroom.